Critical theory is a qualitative research approach that goes beyond describing social phenomena to examine power dynamics, social inequalities, and ideologies within society. Rooted in sociology and philosophy, this approach seeks not only to understand society but also to critique and challenge structures that perpetuate inequality. Through critical theory, researchers work to reveal hidden injustices, fostering social change. Critical theory emerged from the Frankfurt School in the early 20th century as a response to issues of social inequality and oppression. It is characterized by its emphasis on questioning and challenging societal norms, ideologies, and power structures. Critical theorists aim to expose how social, economic, and political forces shape experiences and identities, often without people realizing it. By uncovering these forces, critical theory research aims to empower individuals and drive transformative change. For example, a critical theory study might examine how media portrayals reinforce gender stereotypes, exploring the subtle ways such representations shape societal views and expectations about gender roles. While both are qualitative approaches, critical theory and grounded theory differ significantly in purpose and process. Grounded theory is inductive, aiming to generate new theories from data by identifying patterns and developing concepts. It's descriptive and primarily seeks to understand phenomena. In contrast, critical theory is driven by a goal to critique and address social inequities. Instead of just describing or categorizing social phenomena, it seeks to reveal the influence of power and ideology within them. Where grounded theory tends to remain neutral, critical theory is inherently political, taking a stance on social justice and seeking to disrupt unjust systems. A prominent example of critical theory in research is Paulo Freire's work, particularly his book Pedagogy of the Oppressed. Freire used critical theory to explore education systems, revealing how traditional teaching methods can reinforce power imbalances between teachers and students. His work encouraged educators to engage students as active participants in their own learning, promoting a more democratic and empowering approach to education. Another example is Kimberlé Crenshaw's work on intersectionality, which uses critical theory to examine how overlapping identities, like race and gender, lead to unique forms of discrimination. Her work reveals how traditional perspectives often ignore the complexity of marginalized individuals' experiences, highlighting the need for more nuanced social policies and awareness. Critical theory is incredibly useful in fields like hospitality and tourism, where issues of power, identity, and representation are prevalent. For instance, a critical theory study in tourism might examine how certain tourist destinations are marketed and represented, questioning whose narratives and perspectives are prioritized. Are the voices of local communities represented fairly? Or are they overshadowed by narratives created for commercial appeal? Similarly, in the hospitality industry, a researcher could use critical theory to analyze labor practices, exploring how the industry often relies on low-wage labor and examining the impact on workers' well-being and social mobility. This approach could help identify underlying structures that contribute to the challenges faced by hospitality workers and offer insights into promoting fairer labor practices. In summary, critical theory is a powerful approach in qualitative research that goes beyond simply understanding society. It seeks to challenge and change it. By exposing hidden power structures and biases, critical theory invites us to rethink and reshape the world around us, making it a crucial approach for researchers aiming to create a more just and equitable society.